Yo, it's your boy Smoke back there in Madden video. In today's Madden video, we are going to be going over if the Dolphins will be able to make playoffs without Tua Tagovailoa. Now, Tua is an interesting character because he was honestly hated on a lot in his first two NFL seasons. And then his third season comes around and he's put up productive, impressive numbers. But he unfortunately had a game on Sunday where he took a bad hit and then he stumbled down after the hit and he cleared concussion protocol after that. Then on a short week was able to play Thursday night football and he got hit and he literally passed out and he could not move his fingers. Now, that is going to be interesting to see how the NFL handles that investigation because if you look at it, Tua probably shouldn't have been playing that Thursday night game. But we we don't know how long Tua is out, and for this simulation without Tua, having Teddy Bridgewater as the starter, we're just gonna go ahead and assume it's the rest of the season. I don't really think it will be the rest of the season, but in this type of scenario, it's better to go worst case scenario, just in case it actually is, so we have the most accurate simulation if it actually does go that route. I have no clue how long it will take, but as I said earlier, Teddy Bridgewater is the backup for them. So let's see how good the Dolphins do with Teddy Bridgewater coming in and being the starting quarterback for the majority of the season. Now in the first game with Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback, they actually win 31-17. Now it is against the Jets, but still, that's pretty impressive. And it said they had 300 over 300 yards passing. Teddy Bridgewater are rating a 122, 332, and 3 passing touchdowns and not a single interception. Zach Wilson, he did all right, but not as good as Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater went off. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards, average of 4.1 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Brees Hall did all right. Cedric Wilson, only 2 receptions, but 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that is a pretty insane stat line. Just think about if he got the ball more. Elijah Moore, 7 receptions, 122 yards or 112 yards, no touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 7 receptions, 77 yards. Tyreek Hill, 3 receptions, 44 yards. Tyreek Hill kind of down there, didn't have a great game, but it's whatever. Teddy Bridgewater still did good. In this game here, the Dolphins win 27-24 against the Chicago Bears. Now I feel like this was a less impressive game for Teddy Bridgewater, but still a win is a win. Justin Fields, he had a passing touchdown, 0 interceptions. Teddy Bridgewater, he had 0 passing touchdowns, but an interception. David Montgomery with 87 yards. Khalil Herbert with 22 yards. Raheem Mostert 18, but Raheem Mostert had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Justin Fields rushed a little bit to get 12 yards. Trent Sherfield was the star receiver in this game for the Dolphins, believe it or not. 10 receptions, 131 yards. No touchdown, because Teddy Bridgewater didn't throw a touchdown, but I don't know, you just don't really think of Trent when you think of the receivers on the Dolphins. You think of Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill's down here with 3 receptions, 34 yards, and Jalen Waddle is way down here with 0 receptions, 0 yards, and 0 touchdowns, obviously. Now, we are at the end of the season here, and the Miami Dolphins actually make playoffs with Teddy Bridgewater as their starting quarterback. And not only did they make playoffs, Madden says they're apparently going to be #1 in the AFC East with the record of 10-7. Before we go ahead and start simming the playoff games, let's go ahead and check the stat line. Teddy Bridgewater, 3,700 passing yards, 22 passing touchdowns, 11 passing interceptions. That is not bad at all for Teddy Bridgewater. He played a solid role as a backup, and they obviously got a good amount of games won. Raheem Mostert, not that many rushing yards with only 500, but 13 rushing touchdowns is quite a bit. Now on to the receiving stats. Mike Gesicki, believe it or not, was the leading receiver for the Miami Dolphins with 989 yards and 5 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill was just 1 yard shy of tying Mike Gesicki at 988. Jalen Waddle down here really didn't get as many receiving yards or touchdowns as you think he would, but he didn't do bad. But Jalen Waddle did not get targeted as much as he should have. most TFLs with Emmanuel Ogba, and the most sacks. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. I think I am though. Xavier Howard was leading with the interceptions. Um, so let's go ahead and check the MVP just because I know it's a Teddy Bridgewater basically sim without, or see how the Dolphins do without Tua. But I just wanted to check the MVP real quick. Jalen Hurts is the MVP, and Aaron Rodgers comes second in voting. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but like I think eighth or seventh in voting was Marcus Mariota. So interesting choice. Anyway, let's sim the first playoff game for the Dolphins, and they win against the Las Vegas Raiders. Now they're facing another AFC West team, the Denver Broncos, and they beat the Denver Broncos. The Dolphins are somehow in the AFC Conference Championship, and they beat the Ravens. The Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl with Teddy Bridgewater as their starting quarterback. All right, and in the Super Bowl, they're facing the Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just super sim this just so we could see the new Super Bowl animation for when a team wins. But let's go ahead. Hopefully the Dolphins win. This will be an absolute amazing story. Right now the game is tied 3-3, and they're at the third quarter already. Now it's 6-3. Dolphins take a lead. This is a pretty low scoring Super Bowl, if I have to say so myself. 13-6. Now it's 13-13, and going into overtime. And it's looking like the Packers won this game. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Packers did. I don't know. The scoreboard wouldn't change at the very end there. It just kind of cut. But yeah, Packers have won the Super Bowl. The Dolphins came up short, but to be honest, no one saw this coming. Even if they had to, I don't think anyone really saw them coming there. There's Teddy Bridgewater dapping up Aaron Rodgers in in the Super Bowl. Don't think that sentence has ever been said before, but obviously this is just a Madden simulation. This is not entirely realistic. So make sure to go on and comment down your guys's what do you guys believe is gonna happen with Tua? Like, when do you think he'll come back? How much do you think his absence will impact the Dolphins? This is around the end of the video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I don't know if you guys have noticed our subscriber count, but it's at 1.8 thousand. That is so close to 2,000, and I am making it my personal goal that we reach 2,000 subscribers before we get to Halloween. Now, I know we're capable of doing it, and it means a lot if you could. And if you enjoy Madden/football, if you enjoy Red Dead Online or GTA 5, we cover all of that on this channel. So make sure to subscribe with post notifications on. It means a lot, and it really helps the channel if you subscribe. Alright, guys. See you in the next video.